It can be quite difficult knowing which scan tool to buy for your Mini, as there are so many options, all with varying features on the market, some good, some not so good. But in this video, we'll steer you in the right direction and help you understand which scan tool is right for you, your Mini and your budget. Showing you some cheap and more advanced options along the way, we'll show you some tools that are made just for Mini vehicles and some tools that are made for Mini and other makes and models. We'll also put links to these kits in the description and in the pinned comment, making it easy for you to find these tools if you are interested. So let's get started. We have 5 tools on show, and at the end of this video I'll reveal which of these tools I would buy if it was my personal money on my personal vehicle, knowing what I know about all of these tools. They are the best selling tools at Diagnostic World, so they all have a good reputation and a track record of doing good things on the vehicles. So starting at this end of the table, we have the cheapest tool through to the most expensive, and you'll generally find that the more expensive the tool, the more features and functions it will have, which you'll begin to understand as we go through the video. And if you are still unsure at the end of the video, please email us and we can recommend a tool which is best suited for you and your vehicle. So we're starting at this end here. This is the BMM version 1.0 tool, and this actually works on BMW and Mini vehicles. So if you have a BMW or a Mini, this tool is covered for both of those vehicles, okay? But this tool will let you diagnose and reset all of the main systems like engines, airbags, ABS, transmission, and then a whole host of other systems depending on what systems are installed to the vehicle. So it can generally include things like power steering, air suspension if it is installed, central locking, HVAC systems and more systems like that. They're kind of classed as lesser systems, but it will also do things like doors and windows, things like that. The version 1.0 tool will also allow you to do oil service resets, and it comes with free lifetime updates. In fact, one thing I should say is that all of the tools on this table come with free lifetime updates, okay? Some of the tools do charge after the first year, but this tool and all of these tools come with free lifetime updates. So this is the cheapest tool. I won't put the price on right now because the prices are always subject to change. So the best thing to do is just click the link in the description and that will take you through to the listings and the latest prices, okay? So that's the BMM version 1.0. We then move on to the version 2.0 tool. This is the BMM version 2.0. And this tool is a bit more expensive, but it will do everything that this tool will do and more, okay? So the BMM version 2.0 will also do things like DPF regeneration, electronic parking brake, electronic throttle calibration, steering angle sensor calibration, new battery registration, injector coding, and ABS brake bleeding. It all does depend on the specific vehicle though. So again, if you wanted to double check one of those service functions, please do email us and we can check to make sure that that service function does work on your vehicle with this particular kit. So as I say, it does everything that this kit will do, but it has additional service functionalities, okay? So that's the version 2.0. We then come to the version 3.0 tool. And as you guessed it, the version 3.0 tool will do everything that these two tools will do, plus it has additional service functions, okay, and additional system coverage. So the version 3.0, BMM version 3.0, everything that these will do, plus additionally, this will do actuation tests, component testing, suspension calibration, EGR adaptions, transmission adaptions, fuel pump purges, air conditioning resets, engine adaptions, AdBlue resets depending on the vehicle, and some other adaptions and calibrations. Again, it all really depends on the vehicle that it's being plugged into as to what calibrations, adaptions, and service function resets it can actually offer. But those things I've just mentioned are generally, in a nutshell, what this tool can do on most vehicles, okay? So again though, do email us if you want to double check one of those service functions that it does work with this tool on that particular vehicle. So this kind of covers all systems and the widest range of service functions, if that makes sense, okay? We then come to, so these are all focused on BMW and Mini, in fact, all right? We then come to the CR Pro tool. So the iCarsoft CR Pro was designed because, you know, we understand that a lot of people have like a BMW or a Mini And then they also have other makes and models as well. So you might have a Volvo, a Porsche, a Mercedes, an Audi, something like that. And that's where the CR Pro Kit will come in handy. So the CR Pro Kit covers all makes and models, but it does have the system coverage and the service functionality of the version 2.0 tool. So we mentioned the service functions like DPF, electronic park and brake, electronic throttle calibration, steering angle sensor, new battery registration, injector coding, brake bleeding. This kit does all of those service functions and it covers all systems that we mentioned earlier, but it does it on a wider range of vehicles, okay? Again though, those service functions you really need to check with us first to make sure which ones do work on your particular vehicle. But if you do have more than a BMW or a Mini, then certainly the CR Pro is a very good option, okay? We've sold a lot of these tools in the past, over the past few years, because it's a really good tool, has really good software built into it, and for that reason it will continue to go on and be a really, really good tool, because it just does things as they're supposed to be done, okay? So that's the CR Pro Kit, and we then come to the final tool, which is the CR Max Kit. So the CR Max Kit it has the same functionality as the BMM version 3.0. So we talked about the additional functions that this has over this tool. Things like the calibrations, the adaptions, the actuation test, the component testing, AdBlue resets, fuel pump, CGR adaptions. This tool can do that, and a little bit of coding as well. It really just depends on the vehicle, okay? So this is the CR Max Kit, and as I say, it does everything that this tool will do. Now I mentioned at the start of the video that I would tell you which tool I would personally buy if it was my money on my vehicle, and obviously my situation is going to be different to yours, but let's say for example you had just the one manufacturer that you were looking for. Well, let's say a BMW or a Mini. So let's say you just wanted to focus on your BMW or your Mini, but you wanted the best tool that money could get, or the best tool for those particular vehicles. I would definitely say the BMM version 3.0 tool. This is the best out of all of these three tools here. This one is by far the best. If you were, let's say you wanted the best tool for your BMW or your Mini, but you also wanted a tool to cover other makes and models, and you wanted the best tool for those makes and models, then I would 100% say the CR Max. The CR Max, I can't stress enough how good a tool this is. If you're an enthusiast with a few cars, or you've got a small garage or a workshop, or you've just got a family with a few makes and models within your family setup, and you just want the best tool for your money, I think the CR Max is such a good tool because it covers all systems, it does all of your service functions, and it covers, like I say, all manufacturers. So if you're looking for the best bang for buck tool, I would say this one is definitely it. But again, you know, contact us if you've got any problems, any queries about which tools will do certain functions on a specific vehicle of yours, and we can absolutely look into that for you. And if you're still unsure, as I say, just email us and we can check that out for you. Free lifetime updates on all of these tools, as I said earlier. Some of the tools will charge you sometimes up to £100 for updates after the first year. So with all of these tools, you're guaranteed free updates for life, which is a really good selling point of these tools actually. Because once you've bought a tool, you don't want to then have to go paying more money for a tool that you've already got for it to continue to keep working. So these tools will always give you that the free lifetime updates, okay? But I hope this has helped. We'll put the links in the description below this video. And yeah, thanks very much for watching. I hope it helps.